Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic Lynette here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm really excited to share with you what I've been working on. So last week I started putting together these 4 autumn themed journals and I had so much fun working on them, and I kept thinking that I needed to film a video. I just didn't know at what part of the process to dive into that. It had been kind of a hard week. The weather was a little off here. It's super hot right now. Of course, every day is super hot, but it was just rainy and cloudy, and I was just in the mood to get into the fall colors and the fall themes. Now, fall is something else that doesn't really happen here in Southwest Florida, but that's okay. That's why I was just in a mood and looking forward to playing around with some of this stuff. So as many of you know, I'm not going to be working on monthly collections for a while. So that means I'm going to be diving into other things. So one of the things that I'm working on is putting together a few fall kits. Those should be available relatively soon because I want to be able to release them on the website quickly enough that those of you interested in doing some fall crafting or making a fall journal for yourself, that you could have those items to create with before the fall season, because that's, you know, the whole point of creating our fall journal early. So let me just show you what I've been working on. These journals right here, these 3, these are all soft cover journals. I don't even know what they measure. Let's see. They are about 6 inches wide and the cover is a little over 9 inches. I know the pages are about 8.5 inches on the inside. So these 3 here are made with some vintage napkins that I had, and I love anything that looks like this gaudy 70s color. I just love it. I always have. And these are just perfect for fall. Of course, the browns and the yellows. There's some sunflowers in there. There's a corn cob in there. I just love these. So I had a few of those and I turned those into these covers. So this is fabric and then it's lined with scrapbook paper on the inside. And then this is a tablecloth that I had, also vintage from that same era. So I'm going to be doing some more things to these covers. And I thought when I was ready to do that, I would share it on a video. I'll try to finish these up as best I can on video. So just to give you guys an idea of what I've done already, I added this little linen piece. I think all 4, yes, all 4 of them have them in there. And then I've just gone through and I've stitched in some papers and some trims before I bound the book. I did all of the things that I like to finish up before I bound the books together. So I did some stamping. I added in some flips and tucks and laces. So it's really basic right now. And I'm ready to start creating some of the elements that I want to tuck away in the journals before I put them up on the website. So here is another linen pocket that I made there. And they're all very similar to each other because I was working on them at the same time, but some of them are laid out a little differently. I had this old vintage calendar, a few of them, and I love the colors and how it just worked in the whole fall autumn theme. I used different kits. Some I already had, some freebies, some book pages. There's another little linen pocket there. So that's pretty much it. I added a little book page flip there. Some old yellowed paper. So it's been so long since I've had time to do other projects that haven't revolved around a collection that I'm really excited to get in and start digging in and doing some other things. Here I just created a little bag journaling spot. I want to be able to film videos like my craft room I still haven't shared with you guys on my channel. I'm anxious to do that, so I'm pretty excited about where this is going. All right, so today we are going to get started on creating some embellishments for these journals, and the first thing I want to make are some faux postcards. I know that I just recently shared a video creating some faux postcards out of Edith Holden book pages and things that came in the My Story collection, but I'm really excited. They're one of my favorite things to make right now, and I want to make some in an autumn theme. So that's what we're going to do today. I am going to speed this video up so we can fit more projects into the video. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going through and picking out what papers I want for the base of my postcards. I love this smaller sized Edith Holden book. It's something I had bought on Amazon, and I didn't realize most of them are hardcover, and this was a soft cover, smaller book. So I like that for this project. It means the images on the book pages are a little smaller. So I went through and picked out some of the book pages where she had done journaling and artwork in the fall season. And of course, those are going to work perfectly for this project. And then I also got some music paper out, and I'm going to use that as a base for the postcard. And then I had some pretty images that I had printed off of Graphics Fairy. I will link that website down below for any of you who don't know about it. There are a lot of wonderful images like that beautiful harvest girl there that we can use in our journals for ephemera and things. So first I'm going to be building the base of the postcard. All I had done was measure one of my vintage postcards that I had sitting on my desk, and I'm cutting all of these papers down to size. Next, I'm just going to be gluing some tea stain paper on the back of these book pages that I chose to use. I'm just using a glue stick here and putting glue in the center just so I can cut the paper to fit. I want to run it through my sewing machine, and I don't want that glue up against where I'm going to be sewing. So I'm just gently adhering these pages together, and I'm going to cut them down, and then I'm going to run them through my sewing machine. Many of you already know, because I do these projects so often, these Tim Holtz stamps are really what make this project for me. I don't have great handwriting, and I couldn't do this all on my own. So I love these stamps from Tim Holtz. I will link all of them in the description box down below for any of you who might be interested in checking them out on Amazon. These postcard stamps are an older set, but I have typically been able to find them still on Amazon. So I will link all of the stamps that I'm using down below. So I'm just going through and I'm stamping a few different headers of those postcard stamps there. I'm also going to get another stamp set from him out and just do a little bit of stamping on the front of these postcards just to make them look a little more authentic. I love this stamp in this stamp set, the one that tells you where you would put the stamp on the postcard. I also love that little postal mark across the bottom of the postcard. I think these are so much fun to play with, and that these stamp sets are definitely worth the investment long term. Alright, and now I'm going to do a little bit of decorating with stickers on the front of these music sheet postcards that I made. I pulled out some different label sets I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Those first ones that I showed, those are in the sticker section usually at Dollar Tree. And then I'm not sure if they still sell these labels or not, but I have found them in the shipping section at Dollar Tree, like with their shipping envelopes and things. So keep an eye out for those, or it's something you might have in your stash already too. And then I had these little mushroom stickers left over from a previous collection, and I'm just decorating the front of them with those mushroom stickers. And now for the last step in my project I'm creating here today. I decided to get out some of my old postage stamps that I had in my stash, and I went through and I just looked for some Thanksgiving fall themed stamps. I found a few, but they were a little oversized for my project here, so I ended up just pulling out some vintage stamps. And I didn't want to completely glue over that stamp that I have in the background, but I did want to add the stamp, of course, where you would add it to the postcard. I just left a little bit of that stamp in the background there so that it looks like a completed postcard. And that is pretty much it for this project today, you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I will be sharing more videos working in these fall journals. I'm not sure if I'll get all the projects up before the actual journals are listed. I might share them before I'm done with the project. It depends on how much time I have. Work's been a little crazy lately, but I will be sharing more videos in the days to come. So thank you again for taking the time to watch. If you are not part of my channel already, please subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.